You made a post in Facebook group, Passport Bros. Shout out everybody in the Passport Bros Facebook group, and it caused a little, I guess you say, controversy to a certain degree, when in concerns of, you saying that foreign women and American women are kind of still generically all the same, right? I think that's just what you were saying.
Just what I was saying, yeah.
Yeah. Can you elaborate that a little bit? Because a lot of guys,
they gave me some flack.
Yeah, believe that the foreign women are, in some cases, much more better as far as traditional, submissive.
Right.
What's your thoughts on it?
Well, I forget that sometimes you gotta deal with people that can't really comprehend.
What's going on, family? It's your man BMT. Got my guy here today, Esmond MIA. What's the MIA stand for again, brother?
My International Adventures.
My International. I like that, by the way. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be missing the action, but you flipped it. I like that.
Shit like that, yeah.
So, man, you told me something that was very interesting. You said that, you're going to be out here for, quite some time. And then you said you pretty much took the leap overseas to live overseas and become an expat full time. All right, global citizen basically, because you're moving between Thailand and Colombia and other countries here and there. What gave you the courage to make that final leap?
To be honest with you, having my finances together. You don't get far without, having your rainy day money and all that, because things will and do happen when traveling. And I learned that obviously from guys like yourself and others that were blogging and just sharing a lot of valuable information. So that was the first step, making sure that the pocket was right. The second step was just, I kind of went in blind, you know what I'm saying? I always knew that, hey, if it didn't work out, I got the finances, take my ass back home, maybe regroup, and if it wasn't for me, obviously, just say I tried. But it's the best leap I could have took. My first country was 3 years ago when I got my passport, Medellin, Colombia. And obviously, when you travel for the first time and see the love that one country can give you, if you look at the globe, you see there's so many other spots that you can hit up, like Thailand right now. So it just became an addiction for me to keep traveling. And then after that, I was like, hey, maybe I can kind of share some of my experiences too with the whole vlog. And so that's why I took another leap with that. And it's been working out so far for me.
You're saying that foreign women and American women are kind of still generically all the same.
I meant to the degree of the post was a young woman, a foreign woman, that had a baby, a newborn. And she was looking for someone that could pretty much come and provide for them, take care of her basically. The same stuff you hear in the States with women that have, they're single moms basically. They want a man that can come through and provide that security. The difference is, and when I say that they're similar, you still have women that want guys for their money, but they also want to provide their loyalty and, all the wife duty things that come with it. The big difference is in the States, and this is for most women that I've seen, they come with high demands. So not just provide me security, I need to see that you're making a certain dollar amount, or, I got to see your salary, because you have to be making a certain amount of money for me to maybe accept your proposition, if you will. So I was trying to say that you're still going to deal with jealousy. You're still going to deal with attitudes. You're going to deal with all kind of stuff that a lot of us are used to in the States. It's just not going to come with so many high demands and, crazy altercations where you end up in jail or whatever it may be. A lot of guys have been through a lot of craziness with some of these women in the Western world. So that's what I was saying. They're similar, but it's a thin line between them.
You mentioned to me about, in your travels, you start seeing more of an influx of new travelers, guys getting their passports, stuff like that.
Right.
Have you seen some differences, as far as, people making more of an impact, with more people coming into places like Colombia? I know I've seen a difference, especially in Medellin, but not so much out here. I
would tell you this, I haven't really seen it in Medellin because I've been there for so long, or been going there for so long now, I stay away from the hot touristy spots. I haven't been to park areas in about a little over 2 years now.
Oh wow, okay.
Absolutely no need to. And anyone that's an expat there or a digital nomad there, you'll know that, as much as I love seeing some good eye candy, it just gets old after a while. You see the same faces, it's the same little stroll. because Medellin is a big city. It's the second biggest city in Colombia. It's so much more than that little bitty demographic, you know, in the Poblado area. So I will say that maybe in the airport, you know, guys that's taking the same flight with me, I'm seeing an increase of brothers of all shades that's going to Medellin to have their fun for the weekend. They got their PTO. This is their summer vacation or whatever it may be. I'm seeing the influx and more of them coming to spend, you know, anywhere from that weekend to a week to ball out and just, you know, let it all out, if you will. So that's what I meant by that. I think in return, think about it. I'm a digital nomad, put it like that. Meaning when I come to a country like Colombia, like Thailand, I'm not here for 7 days. I'm not here for a weekend. I'm here for months. So I'm not coming like the average weekend. I keep saying the weekend warrior. That's the term we kind of coined it, but they're coming out here with, you know, a couple racks. They're coming out here with a couple racks to blow. Whereas myself, I'm not spending that type of money in a 3-day span. You know, so I'm not gonna say it's gonna mess up anything, but it will cause, I guess, to some it may mess up things, but it will cause things to, inflation will occur because of that. From restaurants to, obviously, if you're in the whole play for play scene, it's gonna cause it. I've already met some women that said, yeah, I met this guy from UK or America and he gave me $1,000 to hang with me for 2 days. These women are going to be expecting that to a certain degree for the next runner-up. You know, unless she really likes you and y'all hit it off or whatever it may be. But it's going to be a slight change in pricing, like I said, from maybe lodging to restaurants, and of course, you know, if you're in the pay-for-play scene in the touristy areas. You know.
Okay. And let's talk about a little bit about cost of living. You mentioned finances were very important,
Right.
Earlier in the interview. Like, what's the minimum you think someone would need to live your lifestyle?
My lifestyle?
Monthly.
I'm pretty simple, man. I mean, this depends on the situation. Like, let's just stick to Colombia, right? You will probably need to live comfortably $2,000, $2,500 a month. Yeah, that's including, you know, everything. If you're wilding out, you want to go out 3-4 times a week, you may want to double that number. Like I said, if you're hanging around these touristy spots, the prices are going up. In some places in Colombia, you would think you was in some places of Miami. You know, so to live comfortably, I got a buddy of mine that spends maybe $1,500 a month, but like I said, he has his own home though. So if you're including lodging and all that, man, I say comfortably between $2,000 to $3,000 a month.
Where's the cheapest country you've been to?
I would say Vietnam and Cambodia, both in Asia. It's still relatively cheap, and what I love about these places out here is that there's no such thing as a gringo price. You know, they're not really scamming you. What the locals pay, you pay. I've heard of guys, it hasn't happened to me personally, but I've heard of guys that didn't really know the currency like that, so they may be overpaid, and they'll run back at them. Hey, here's your change. You know, so that's something that I appreciate coming out to Southeast Asia.